Hi, my name is Mary. I work at American Plant in Garden Supply, and today we're going to talk about early spring lawn care, specifically suppressing weeds that inevitably start in the early spring and get into your lawn, and then you can't get rid of them. So I will start by saying, first, there's debris in the garden, so let's do a little bit of cleanup. I've got just a regular old leaf rake and a debris bag, and I'm going to rake up the ground, maybe pull a couple of weeds, but they're twigs and leaves and other stuff that I need to take care of before I can put anything else. Okay, so I'm going to rake up some of the debris. You can see some of my lawn is a little burnt from the frost. We have a little bit of weeds. I can pull those by hand so they don't set seed. It's also disturbing the soil, so our weed preventer can have a chance to work. After you've cleaned everything up, how you start preventing your weeds. This is corn gluten. It works as a fertilizer as well as weed suppressant. You put it down when you see the forsythia blooming. That's an indication of the soil temperature and the air temperature being just perfect for the weeds and things to start growing. So by putting this down, you're stopping that process. It's very easy. You apply it. It's a granular formula. Apply it with any drop or rotary spreader. If you don't have a spreader or don't want to invest in one, you can do it by hand. Just make sure you get it down evenly. It also, as I said, is a fertilizer, so you'll start to see things green up pretty much immediately within a week. After you put it down, you water it in lightly, say with a sprinkler or your hose, for about a half hour, 20 minutes, making sure that everything is even. When you're spreading it and you're doing it back and forth so that you cover every inch of your lawn. Once it's watered in, you'll leave it alone. Corn gluten in particular takes about 3 years to really be super effective. The first year it's about 60% effective, but after the third year it's 90%, which means that you should be completely weed-free. Anything that is already up and growing, like this bitter cress, you need to pull by hand or with a knife, or get a friendly neighborhood kid to do some pulling for you. So this is another product we have. The corn gluten is obviously a product of corn, a byproduct of corn. This is a chemical product, but is also very effective and a fertilizer, effective weed suppressant and fertilizer. It's a product, we carry both products. They neither have any phosphorus in them, which is, when you look at fertilizers, you see 3 numbers: nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. In Montgomery County and most areas around here, the jurisdictions prefer you not to use anything that contains phosphorus because it goes into the bay and begins eutrophication. So this product is used exactly the same way as the corn gluten, with a spreader, approximately 10 pounds to 1,000 square feet. Water it in and let it do its thing. One thing I need to make sure that everybody knows is that you can't seed your lawn for 2 months after you put down any kind of weed suppressant. So please remember, you have a choice to make. If you have big bare patches in your lawn, you may want to just seed and fertilize. Most people do this in the spring and do their seeding in the fall. Fertilizing can be done both in the spring and the fall.